some reason some persons don't like it. They say the latex, yeah, the material used in making condoms do not go well with their system, or they just want to have it raw. Oh! Ew! I said it. Jesus. Hey fam, welcome back to the channel. Ilma here, and if you're just seeing my face for the first time, hello, you're welcome to the channel. Please do well to subscribe, share and like this video. So guys, in today's video I'm going to be talking about birth control, contraceptives. Are they good? Are they bad? How effective are they, and what are their effects? So if you're interested in that topic, then please keep watching. So guys, in today's video, as I said earlier, I'll be talking about contraceptives. So just for the case of emphasis, what are contraceptives? What are birth control? These are methods used to prevent pregnancy in the simplest form, as I can put it. They are methods used to prevent pregnancy. So you know, you want to do the do, but you don't want the consequences of the doing. So please, I'm talking to married people here, but if you're single, please feel free to watch this video. I'm very sure you will learn something from this video. So my married people out there, you know, by now you've earned the right to do the do as much as you want, anytime you want, anyhow you want. But you don't want the consequence of this doing. Or you already have kids, you're not ready for more, or you're done having kids, whatever the case may be. Every woman at some point wants to go on birth control or do some form of family planning. So before we continue, what are the different methods of family planning? We have the barrier method, which is the use of condoms, both male and female condoms. We have the IUD, which can be hormonal or non-hormonal. We have the pregnancy pills, which also includes the post pill, the postinose. It's not my mouth, you heard it though. The postinose. We also have implants. That is intradermal implant. Am I right? The one they put in your arm. Yeah, it can last for 5 years, 3 years, 6 months, as the case may be. We also have, what other method? Please, you guys should let me know in the comment section. Which one am I forgetting? We also have breastfeeding, in quotes, for nursing mothers. There is this belief, because me, I call it a belief, that when you're breastfeeding, you can't get pregnant. That is a big lie. Check very well. Those children that are born like very close in age to each other, go and check. The real reason is because they did the deed with the mind that, oh, I'm breastfeeding, my period is not yet back, I cannot get pregnant. What a lot of women don't realize is that ovulation comes before period. Your period does not come before your ovulation. So you may have ovulated and not known, but for the fact that the blood has not yet come out, please, this video is not for babies, it's not for under 18. The fact that your period has not yet come, you will not know that you're already ovulating, so you get pregnant before the period even comes. That's why you hear things like, oh, I got pregnant before my period came back, and it happens like that to a lot of persons. I don't want to be a victim. Another method is the pull and pray method. Guys, this method, if you know you're using this method, don't be shy. We are all adults here. I believe the children have gone. They've left this channel now. So please let me know in the comment section. Are you pulling and praying? In fact, this it has been trending on Instagram. People are using it as a reel. Are you pulling and praying? What is the success rate? Did it work for you? How long have you been using it? Let me know in the comment section. I want to know. So now that we have talked about it, we have mentioned the different ways of birth control or contraceptive methods, let us get into each of them. How effective are they? In fact, I did not mention abstinence, which is like the best way of contraceptive or birth control. Just, in fact, okay, no, I didn't talk about vasectomy and then what's the other one? Tying of tubes. I didn't remember to mention that one. So as I was saying, now that we have talked about let's talk about abstinence. Abstinence is like the best form of birth control. It has like a 99.999999 chance of success rate. It means that if you avoid doing that thing, you cannot get pregnant, except you are going to be Mary, Virgin Mary all over again. I doubt Christ is going to come into this world through that method again. So scratch that. The next method, which is like the barrier method, to me is the best method because the success rate of this method is also very high, and it not only prevents you from unwanted pregnancy, it prevents you from STDs and STIs. You can imagine, pull and pray will not protect you. So it protects you. Pull and pray will not protect you from STDs. Pull and pray will not protect you from STIs. You know, snipping your cutting your tubes or tying your tubes or even removing the womb self or other forms of birth control, the IUD will not protect you from STDs and STIs. So I personally, I recommend condoms to my friends. They all know me. Once they're my friend, I will start preaching it in your ear. But for some reason, some persons don't like it. They say the latex, yeah, the material used in producing, in making condoms do not go well with their system, or they just want to have it raw. I said it. Jesus. I said it. The next method, which is the pregnancy pill. The success rate is not very high like the barrier method and abstinence, and that is because you need to take it consistently, and one or two things can interfere with the chance of these drugs working, like some drugs. That's why whenever you want to go on the pill, your doctor will ask you, are you on some medication or do you have this health condition? Because some of all these factors could interfere in the effect of this drug working for you. Another thing is, these drugs are hormones being pumped into your system, and we all know Nigerians, we know Africans now, we don't want anything hormone. We are like, no, no, no. Pregnancy pills not only work for birth control, they're also used in PCOS, some people that have very bad acne as a result of hormones. I've also heard that pregnancy pills have helped to stabilize people's menstrual cycle. I don't know, but if you decide to go on the pregnancy pills because you want to prevent pregnancy, then just know that you must take it at a particular time of the day, every day. If you are team, I know they like medicine, this method is not for you. Waka pass. Waka pass. Then we have the cervical mucus method, which is, checking your cervix for changes, when it's soft, when it comes out more, when it goes inside, when it's hard, and then the discharge as well. This method, I'm not really a fan of the method though, because what will I even say now? Because not everybody knows how to check this thing. Not everybody knows what their cervix feels like when it's when they're ovulating or when they are not. Some people don't even get to see this egg-like discharge. Yes, there are some people that don't even have any discharge at all when they're ovulating, but they ovulate. Their body is doing what it's meant to do. Another form of birth control, or I did not mention, is the temperature. I think it's the basal temperature, where you have to take your temperature. You have to check your temperature at a particular time every day, and when there is like a peak, you're ovulating, or I don't know. See, the disadvantage of this method is that you could have malaria, or you could have suffered from fever, and your temperature will now increase more than, I don't even know how it works. I don't think these methods are very ideal, but for some persons, they use it because these are like the traditional method. Some persons used to count and bead. I saw that in the hospital. They'll be counting bead 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 3 days for their menstrual cycle. Then they know their safe days. You can even see it's even easier these days because now there are calendars. There's the Flow app. There's the My Period app. What other app? There are different apps to use. But the disadvantage of this method is that if you're someone with irregular cycle, someone that your period will come this month 28 days, next month 30 days, the other month 31 days, they will not go back to 27 days. This method is not for you because you will carry belle. If you do that, that particular if you do it, you will carry belle. Okay, so another method is the IUD method, which I mentioned earlier. It has the hormonal and the non-hormonal. Most persons I've heard of tend to go for the non-hormonal IUD because they don't want anything to make them get fat, to make them get lean, to make them do this one, to make them do that one. Whichever method you choose to go for, just make sure that you do your research properly, because everybody's system is different. What works for me may not work for you, and how my body reacts to one thing, your body may react to it differently. So please don't just go off on what somebody said because this person said IUD made her bleed for days and days and days. You run away from IUD. There are people that have had their IUD for years. There are people that have had their IUD for years and they've not had any complaint whatsoever. Okay? So another method is the implant method, where they just inject something into your body, it stays there for years, and and you're just doing you're just collecting everything, nothing they do you. Well, I have my reservation about this method because I'm like, anything that is going to my body, everything's kukuma going into your body, Abby. But this method has also been proved to be very effective. But the downside to this is that some people complain that when they are now ready to start having kids again, they have some form of difficulty. And it is believed to be because, these things are hormonal, and because they've been in your system for so long, your body will need some time adjusting again before everything gets back to reset setting, and you can fire on and get pregnant if that is what you want. So which other method have I not talked about, guys? Yes, the breastfeeding method. Oh yeah, if you're a nursing mother, come here, come as in the front seat. Come to the front right now if you're a nursing mother. Oh yeah, all of you nursing mothers, how many of you are doing the do in the name of my okay? I've talked about this already. Yeah, I already talked about it. I think it was the first point I talked about, but just because I want to emphasize on the fact that it doesn't work, please don't do this to yourself. If you know you're not ready for the next baby, don't go and knack raw because you believe or you think that the fact that you're breastfeeding will not make you pregnant. It works for some persons. So in fact, medically, scientifically, it is one of the methods of birth control. It dey Google, it's on the internet, okay? But things are changing. Everybody's body is different. It may not work for somebody else, it may work for you. So before you go ahead and do it, I think you should get a backup for yourself if you don't want to cry premium tears. So guys, is there any method I've not talked about? As you can see, I've talked about the different method. I've talked about their disadvantages or the downside to using this method. So whichever one you want to go for, please go ahead and use them. But please, before you do, make sure you talk to your doctor. You don't have to go to like your high-end hospitals. You can go walk into any health center around you. Birth control is free. Yes, it is free. They will educate you on everything you need to know, and it is completely free. Because see, things are now getting very easy in Jesus' name. Things are getting easy, and women, we need to take care of ourselves, take care of our body. You don't want to. I saw one reel on Instagram, and the lady was like, I just bought slim tea and my husband has impregnated me again. If you don't want that to be your story, you want to go back. You want to go back to pre-baby and then give yourself some space before you get pregnant again. And according to WHO, your body needs at least I think, is it how many months? Is it 16 months or 18 months, to recover before another baby? Except you're trying for a baby. If you're TTC, please don't use any form of this birth control. Fire down expressly, okay? My prayer is that every TTC mom out there would experience this beautiful miracle and have their own bundle of joy. So before I end this video, guys, let me just say that thank you so much for your support. Thank you for your subscriptions. I noticed I have a lot of new subscribers on here. Thank you so much. I hope you guys stay on the channel. Here we learn, we share, and we inspire each other on this space. So guys, I would like to film my very first Q&A. So please drop your questions for me in the comment section. Drop it for me and I'll answer it in my next video. Invade my privacy. Anything you want to know at all, invade my privacy. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I hope you learned something. Let me know in the comment section and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.